that whole thing with Draymond Green and then Mike Brown afterwards, that was like complete and utter bullshit. That was complete nonsense. And one of the most jarring things to me is that like there are Knicks fans who are like, well, if Towns was just tougher, like he brings this on himself. Dude, let's just say everything that Towns' biggest haters say about him is true. Like he's soft, he whines too much, whatever you want to say. Does not mean the shit that is being said about him is just suddenly okay. That's ridiculous. And this is an area where I feel very strongly that Towns actually has a gripe. Like if he's looking around and there's this guy on the Warriors who is just relentlessly bullying and attacking him, like just relentlessly. And his teammates are being all buddy-buddy with him. His coaches are being buddy-buddy with him. His coach in the press conference criticizes him. Like if you're Towns, you're probably looking around like, what is going on here? Am I not on this team? Am I on a different team and I just don't know it? Like I feel very, very surprised about that there's just any discrepancy in the perspectives here, that there are people who are like, yeah, I don't like him, so people can do whatever they want to him. That doesn't make any sense. Like there's no consistent logic to that. There's just no rationale for it. It's very, very wrong. And if, of course, we don't have all the information, maybe Towns is a problem behind closed doors. Maybe he's an annoyance in the locker room, whatever the case. I'm just saying, given the available information we have right now, I think Towns would have a certain gripe, and that's something, whether Towns stays or whether he goes, they're going to have to address in some way. Whether if Towns is just, screw this, like these guys don't have my back, I don't want to be here anymore, then they have to address it through a trade, and they have to get the best package they can. If the front office looks at the available packages and says, we're not going to get enough back, we're not trading you, this is something the head coach has to fix. He has to look at his best players and say, we can't go on like this. This chemistry is unacceptable. This needs to be fixed now. So you have to have self-awareness about the situation, about maybe who messed up and who is in the wrong here. Maybe both sides have to give a little bit. But if Towns is here to stay, that this is something that's going to have to be addressed.
Incredible points. All totally right. If he is staying as a Knick, it must be resolved. Like you can't go forward with things like this. And if it's irreconcilable, then he must be traded before the deadline. There's no middle ground here. It's one or the other. And to your point about the Draymond Green situation, in any situation where, obviously, playing in high school, for myself, playing in intramural basketball in college, if I have a teammate who is, let's say Karl-Anthony Towns is soft, or he's meek and he's more timid, or however people describe him, if that's the case and somebody is messing with my teammate who is like that and he doesn't want the smoke, guess what? I'm taking up the smoke on his behalf 100% of the time. And if you don't have a teammate who's doing that for you, there's a big problem. That's a big problem. That's the most outwardly easily visible sign of a major issue. Like we've heard the reports, from Fred Katz and James Edwards and other stuff, but that's the most obvious outward showing of an issue potentially behind the scenes, just the way that nobody kind of stuck up for him. And beyond that, really kind of put it in his face that they weren't going to, and that it didn't matter what his perspective or feelings were on the situation. So it's really unfortunate.
It was like Deuce McBride, who makes nothing. Like he's the lowest paid player on the roster. He's the youngest player. He's the smallest player on the roster, probably besides Brunson. He was like looking around like the football player, and him came out like, are we going to take this? He said something to Draymond, and then everyone else was like, nah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, that's really unbelievable.
That was crazy. I couldn't believe it when I was watching it. And it seems like most Knicks fans are in agreement that was, even some of the ones who just don't like Towns were just like, how could it have gotten to this?
So if it's in fact to the point where it's irreconcilable, then Knicks fans, you should expect a trade for Towns. And although this is just rumors and just like speculation and whispers around the league, to quote Popper's article, this is going to have smoke attached to it and potentially fire if there is really stuff going on behind the scenes and it can't be resolved with Mike Brown, the leaders of the team, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Karl-Anthony Towns can't all figure it out, then this is something that's probably in store.